In this video we share Pope Benedict XVI as lighthouse in the storm. The very words and teachings of Pope Benedict XVI have served as a lighthouse in the storm, a sure prophetic beacon, an anchor to the Catholic faithful around the world. Listen to Pope Benedict's words from 2009. The first priority for the successor of Peter was laid down by the Lord in the upper room in the clearest of terms: you strengthen your brothers, from Luke 22:32. Saint Peter himself formulated this priority anew in his first letter: always be prepared to make a defense to anyone who calls you to account for the hope that is in you, 1 Peter 3:15. In our days, when in vast areas of the world the faith is in danger of dying out like a flame which no longer has fuel, the overriding priority is to make God present in this world and to show men and women the way to God. Not just any God, but the God who spoke on Sinai, to that God whose face we recognize in a love which presses to the end, John 13:1, in Jesus Christ, crucified and risen. The real problem at this moment of our history is that God is disappearing from the human horizon, and, with the dimming of the light which comes from God, humanity is losing its bearings, with increasingly evident destructive effects. Leading men and women to God, to the God who speaks in the Bible, this is the supreme and fundamental priority of the Church and of the successor of Peter at the present time. From the letter of His Holiness Pope Benedict XVI to all the bishops of the world, March 10, 2009. Moments of profound gratitude and grief for such a faithful Pope, or a future of uncertainty, should never undermine our faith in Jesus. It is He, Jesus Christ, who builds the Church, my Church, He said. When we see this in the facts of history, we are not celebrating men but praising the Lord, who does not abandon the Church and who desired to manifest that He is the rock through Peter, the little stumbling stone. Flesh and blood do not save, but the Lord saves through those who are flesh and blood. To deny this truth is not a plus of faith, not a plus of humility, but is to shrink from the humility that recognizes God as He is. Therefore the Petrine promise and its historical embodiment in Rome remain at the deepest level an ever-renewed motive for joy. The powers of hell will not prevail against it. Cardinal Ratzinger, Pope Benedict XVI, from his book called To Communion. This is the enduring message that Benedict XVI would have us cling to, no matter how stormy our days will become. Thank you for supporting my channel. May God bless you and keep you. Our Lady, Queen of Peace, pray for us.